Hello everyone, my name is Paul Ikua, and we are going to start by looking at the 8 principles of historical critical exegesis. According to Anchor Bible Dictionary, exegesis is the process of careful analysis of biblical passages done in order to produce useful interpretations of those passages. Let's look at the first principle, which is doubt. Under this principle, scholars engage in a rigorous examination of ancient texts and their source to determine original meaning and later changes. Principle number 2 is perspicuity and right reason. Under this principle, clarity of scripture, especially with regard to the doctrine of salvation, is sought. Then we have principle number 3, which is single literal meaning of human author. Scholars here try to understand the original meaning that the author intended to communicate. Then we've got principle number 4, which is laws of spiritual sense. Once the Bible lost sense of meaning, under this principle it says that it became like any other historical book. Then we've got principle number 5, which is uninspired and diverse. Focus on human author was eventually accompanied by the eventual rejection of the Bible as an inspired book. Once the Bible was looked at and seen as a book that was written by just another human being, it led to eventually doing away with the belief that it was inspired. Principle number 6, free from dogma. Dogma is the doctrine of belief in a religion. Under this principle, interpreters are encouraged to approach biblical interpretation without any preconceived doctrinal biases. Then we've got principle number 7, which is historical criticism and academic criticism. There are two here. Historical criticism. This principle involves investigating the historical account of biblical passages. And then we've got academic precision. This principle involved linguistic analysis, attention to literature materials, and a close examination of the text. Finally, we've got principle number 8, irrelevance of virtue. Once the act of interpreting the Bible was seen to be like an ordinary thing, it was secularized. That is seen as no longer sacred. Then, under this principle, we learn that the unbeliever can as well interpret scriptures like a believer. Let's now look at the historical critical methods. There are 3 of them. And the first method is the source criticism. It is the oldest of the 3 criticisms. And it appeared in the 18th and in the 17th and 18th century, where scholars began to read the Bible from a secular perspective. The second one is form criticism, may be loosely defined as the analysis of the typical form by which human existence is expressed linguistically. Then we have the final one, which is reduction criticism, is a method of biblical criticism that seeks to lay bare the historical and theological perspectives of the biblical writers. Finally, we look at documentary thesis. And in this, we pay special attention to source criticism, which has 4 sources, abbreviated as JEDP. J standing for Yahwistic, E standing for Elohistic, D standing for Deuteronomic, and P standing for priestry. Thank you.